Hey, what's up guys, it's Darius, and in this video we'll be testing the battery of two of the best budget smartphones, the brand new $350 Pixel 4a and the $400 iPhone SE. This is quite an interesting one because on the iPhone SE we have a very small 4.7-inch display with a resolution barely over 720p. The battery itself is also quite small. You have 1821 mAh. On the other hand, you have a very power efficient A13 Bionic chip, Apple's latest processor, which can also be found in the iPhone 11 and 11 Pro. The Pixel 4a on the other hand has a larger 5.81-inch display with a 1080p resolution. It has a much larger 3140 mAh battery and a less powerful Snapdragon 730 chip. I'm very curious to see how these two perform. I'm going to run through a bunch of apps, most of which you'd use on a regular day, and we're just going to try to drain the battery. To start, both are on the same Wi-Fi network. You have Bluetooth and location enabled, and the brightness is set to 70%. We're going to start off with watching a 4K YouTube video. After an hour of watching, we have 91% on both of them. And we're going to go into some 4K video recording now. This is quite interesting. After around 20 minutes, the Pixel 4a actually overheated and had to stop the 4K recording, while the iPhone is still going strong. We're currently at 81% on the Pixel 4a and 79% on the iPhone. Now we're going to move on to some gaming. We're just going to hop into Subway Surfer and just have it run through. After around 10 minutes of gaming, we're on 78% on the Pixel and 75% on the iPhone. I actually wanted to run this benchmark test, but it still had to download on the Pixel. So now we're just going to move on to TikTok and come back to the benchmark later. TikTok is quite an intensive app, it drains the battery quite a lot, and we're just going to have it loop on a few videos. Because honestly, I can't be bothered to swipe through TikTok for an hour. So after around 50 minutes on TikTok, we have 66% left on the Pixel 4a and 60% on the iPhone. Now let's get into the Antutu benchmark, which I know you don't run on your daily usage, but it is quite intensive and also very interesting to see how these two perform. Because on paper, the iPhone has a much stronger processor. Alright, the results are in and the iPhone completed it much faster. And as you can see, it also scored significantly higher, something that I actually expected. The Pixel is now on 63% battery and the iPhone SE on 53%. Moving on to some more intensive 3D gaming, we have Asphalt 9 here. We're just going to have it run through a few races. After the quick gaming round, we have 57% left on the Pixel 4a. And only 43% on the iPhone. These last few apps have really drained the battery on the iPhone SE. But now let's move on to some Netflix. I'm just gonna have it run through a few episodes and I'll check in with you afterwards. Alright, after around 50 minutes of Netflix, we're down to 50% on the Pixel and we've only got 32% left on the SE. Just going to do some regular swiping through Twitter and Instagram, and then also have it run through a few Instagram Reels. We're 4 hours in, and more than 3/4 of the battery are gone on the iPhone SE, while the Pixel is still going quite strong with 44% remaining. Now I'm just going to download a few apps real quick, and then we're just going to hop into SoundCloud. Was originally my plan, but I didn't realize you couldn't listen to music on two devices at the same time using this same account. So instead we're going to move on to Zoom. Obviously very popular right now. I'm just creating a meeting on the Pixel and joining it on the iPhone. Oh, here goes the first battery warning. 20% left on the iPhone, while the Pixel is still going strong with more than double that. Only 20 minutes of video calling drained the battery quite a lot. We're down to 15% on the iPhone, and the Pixel still has 35%. Let's move on to some more YouTube. After another 20 minutes of YouTube watching, we're down to single digits on the iPhone, while the Pixel is surprisingly still going strong with 30% remaining. Now we're gonna move on to some more 4K video recording because that's quite intensive on the battery. It's interesting, the Pixel again has to stop the recording because of overheating after only 13 minutes of 4K video recording. We're closing in on 5 hours and the iPhone has 1% left, while the Pixel just has below a quarter left. To finish things off, we're just gonna hop into Subway Surfers again, also making sure they're both on max brightness, and the iPhone almost immediately died. At just below 5 hours, it actually got a surprisingly good result, given that it has a very low capacity battery, below 2000 milliamp hours. It is quite an intensive test, and the SE did better than I would have imagined. The Pixel, however, is still going strong, so let's fast forward the rest. We're just running through Subway Surfers, Netflix, TikTok again, some more 3D gaming, some more 4K video recording. At just over 6 hours, we have 5% left on the Pixel. Let's hop into some more YouTube videos. And here goes the Pixel. It made it well over 6 hours, beating the iPhone by 1 hour and 17 minutes, which is insanely impressive. I did not expect these results. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to smash the like button. Leave a comment down below what you think about these results. Did you expect this, or were you as surprised as I was? And make sure you're subscribed and you've hit the notification bell to not miss any of my upcoming videos on the Pixel 4a, as well as a full in-depth comparison between the iPhone SE and the Pixel 4a. See you in the next one. Bye!